We're talking earnings. I also want to quickly cover State Bank of India. Earnings to come out later today. Margins will be the crucial factor now. Can they hold on to that margin number is the big question. If they do, it'll be impressive. If they give up a few basis points or 0.05 odd percent, maybe the street will be a little more accommodative to them. But anything more, you might see pressure. Operating profit expected to rise, but your profit after tax on a normalized basis also expected to go up, but to fall on a QOQ basis. So you likely see a bit of a fall both on operating profit as well as profit after tax. Advances growth expected to be healthy, nearly 3%, maybe 2.5 to 3%. Any upside could well be a positive. Deposits also expected to grow around 2 odd percent, 9% YOY or 10% YOY maybe is what the deposit number is expected to grow by. Asset quality will be in focus. NPA ratios will likely trend downward, and that's a big positive in this market. Provisions will see a bit of an uptick on a sequential basis because you have, of course, a little bit of agri due to seasonality, which may just dent that provision number a little bit, but I wouldn't read too much into it if it's below the 5,000 crore mark. But let's talk about Aarti Pharma Labs. Stock was on an absolute tear in the morning. Profits have jumped 40%, margins have expanded, but the stock has cooled off a little bit since then. Currently trading 6% higher, was nearly 15% higher. Varsha is here with more perspective with 1, the results, and 2, the stock performance.
Thank you, Harsh. So if you see, yeah, good set of numbers actually. The EBITDA margin that you're seeing, so it was 24% this year versus 21% last year. This is on the back of, the change in the better product mix, I would say, and also companies also focusing on regulated markets. This is also one of the reasons why EBITDA margin is on the upward trajectory. Even in Q2 as well, company had a good EBITDA margin. But the Aarti Pharma Lab is actually not a story of 1 year, it's a story of 2 to 3 years. For the next 2 to 3 years, as company is focusing on CDMO projects. So currently, if I were to talk about the revenue contribution, the xanthine derivatives, which is used in your bronchitis, contributed almost 45% to the turnover, while API intermediates contributes almost 51%, and CDMO contributes 3 to 4%. Company wants to take this in a single to high digit growth in next few years. And in CDMO, they are currently working with 19 customers on 55 projects, with 28 in the commercial stage and 27 at the various development stages. Management had maintained EBITDA growth guidance of 10 to 12% for FY25 and long-term goal of 15% annual growth in subsequent years.